We'll chant Omkara first. Om Namo Bhagavate Vasudevaya.
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 Om Namah Shivaya.
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 Guru Brahma,
Guru Brahma,
Guru Vishnu,
Guru Vishnu,
Guru Devo,
Guru Devo,
Maheshwaraha,
Maheshwara,
Guru Sakshat,
Guru Sakshat,
Parabrahma,
Parabrahma,
Tasmai Shri,
Tasmai Shri,
Gurave Namaha,
Gurave Namaha,
Harihi Om,
Harihi Om,
Shri Gurubhyo Namaha,
Shri Gurubhyo Namaha,
Harihi Om.
Harihi Om.
There are some people who are called avatars. There are two types of spiritually evolved people. Those people who start as human beings and gradually evolve. They are called Siddha Purushas. Siddha Purushas. They start as a human being, they do practices, sadhana, and become evolved and become Siddha Purushas. Siddha Purusharagtare. There is another category of people who are divine, who come down to the earth for the purpose of helping other people. They are called avatars. There are दो तरह के लोग होते हैं. एक सिद्ध पुरुष साधना करके ऊपर चढ़ते हैं और दूसरी तरह के लोग होते हैं लोगों को मदद करने के लिए नीचे आते हैं. उनको बोलते हैं अवतार पुरुष और अवतार पुरुष लोग ಅಂತ ಹೇಳ್ತಾರೆ. Amritanandamayi is an avatar Purusha. Avatara means has come down to the earth. ಮೇಲಿಂದ ಅಂದ್ರೆ ಭಗವಂತನ ಲೀನ ಆದವರು ಕೆಳಗೆ ಬರೋದು. To guide people, to guide the society. So, ಭಗವದ್ಗೀತೆ ಹೇಳಿದಾನೆ ಯದಾ ಯದಾ ಹಿ ಧರ್ಮಸ್ಯ ಗ್ಲಾನಿರ್ಭವತಿ ಭಾರತ ಅಭ್ಯುತ್ಥಾನಮಧರ್ಮಸ್ಯ ತದಾತ್ಮಾನಂ ಸೃಜಾಮ್ಯಹಂ ಪರಿತ್ರಾಣಾಯ ಸಾಧೂನಾಂ ವಿನಾಶಾಯ ಚ ದುಷ್ಕೃತಾಂ ಅಂತ. ಅಂದರೆ ಯಾವಾಗ ಅಧರ್ಮ ಬರ್ತದೆ, ಅಧರ್ಮ ಇರ್ತದೆ ಸೊಸೈಟಿಲಿ, ಸಮಾಜದಲ್ಲಿ, ಆವಾಗ ಭಗವಂತ ಅವತಾರ ರೂಪದಲ್ಲಿ ಬರ್ತಾನೆ ಅಂತ. ದಿ ಲಾರ್ಡ್ ವಿಲ್ ಟೇಕ್ ದಿ ಫಾರ್ಮ್ ಆಫ್ avatar on the earth to help people, uplift people by establishing dharma. So Amritanandamayi belongs to the category of avatara Purusha. ಅವತಾರ ಪುರುಷ ಅಂತ ಹೇಗೆ ಹೇಳೋದು? ಎ ಅವತಾರ ಪುರುಷ ಶೋಸ್ ವೆರಿ ಸ್ಪೆಷಲ್ ಗಿಫ್ಟ್ಸ್ ವೆರಿ ಯಂಗ್ ಇಟ್ ಸೆಲ್ಫ್. ಭಾಳ ಸಣ್ಣವರಿದ್ದಾಗಲೇ ಭಾಳ एडवांस ಆಗಿರ್ತಾರೆ स्पिरिचुअल साधनದಲ್ಲಿ. जब छोटे बच्चे होते हैं उनका आध्यात्मिक प्रगति इतना होता है, 1-2 साल 3 साल का बच्चे होते हैं तब भी वो दिखाते हैं उनका स्पिरिचुअल प्रोग्रेस. वो अवतार पुरुष का लक्षण है. ಅದು ಅವತಾರ ಪುರುಷರ ಲಕ್ಷಣ. ಭಾಳ ಸಣ್ಣ ಮಕ್ಕಳಿದ್ದಾಗಲೇ ದೇವರು ಭಾಳ ಶಾರ್ಪ್ ಆಗಿ ಡೆವಲಪ್ಡ್ ಕ್ಯಾಪಿಟಲ್ಸ್ ತೋರಿಸ್ತಾರೆ. ಫಾರ್ ಎಕ್ಸಾಂಪಲ್ ಭಗವಾನ್ ಕೃಷ್ಣ, even when he was young, people tried to kill him and all those things. ಸಾಯಿಸ ಪ್ರಯತ್ನ ಮಾಡಿದ್ರು. ಸಾಯಿಸಲಿಕ್ಕೆ ಪ್ರಯತ್ನ ಮಾಡಿದ್ರು. ದೇ ಟ್ರೈ ಟು ಕಿಲ್ ಕೃಷ್ಣ. ಆದರೆ ಕೃಷ್ಣ ಆಸ್ ಎ ಚೈಲ್ಡ್, ಇವನ್ ಚೈಲ್ಡ್ ವಾಸ್ he was so aware, so enlightened. So he was able to take care of all the people who attacked him. ಅವನು ಸಾಯಿಸ್ಲಿಕ್ಕೆ ಪ್ರಯತ್ನ ಪಟ್ಟವ್ರನ್ನೆಲ್ಲ ನಾಶ ಮಾಡಿದ. ಸೊ ಅವತಾರ ಪುರುಷ ಸ್ಪೆಷಾಲಿಟಿ ಏನಂದರೆ ಸಣ್ಣ ಮಕ್ಕಳಿದ್ದಾಗಲೇ ಅವರು ತುಂಬ ಎವಲ್ಯೂಷನ್ ತೋರಿಸ್ತಾರೆ. ಇಟ್ ಈಸ್ ಸೆಡ್ ದಟ್ ಬುದ್ಧ, when he was born, he walked 7 steps. Just when he was born, he walked 7 steps. His mother's name was Maya. ತಾಯಿ ಹೆಸರು ಮಾಯೆ, ಬುದ್ಧನ ತಾಯಿ ಹೆಸರು. ಶಿ ಡೈಡ್ ಆಫ್ಟರ್ ಹರ್ ಚೈಲ್ಡ್ ಬರ್ತ್. ಮಗು ಹುಟ್ಟಿದ ಮೇಲೆ ಅವಳು ತಾಯಿ ತೀರ್ಕೊಂಡ್ಳು. ಬುದ್ಧ ವಾಕ್ಡ್ 7 steps at the time of child birth, immediately after child birth ಹೇಳ್ತಾರೆ. That's not really true as a story. It's not true because he didn't walk 7 steps. But all that it says is he was so evolved even at the child time of birth. ಹುಟ್ಟಿದಾಗಲೇ ಅಷ್ಟು evolved ಆಗಿದ್ರು ಅಂತ. He was so evolved even at the time of birth. Right? Amritanandamayi, when she was born in a fisherman's family. Now, for an avatara purusha or for a siddha or yogi to be born, there is no family. ಯಾವ ಫ್ಯಾಮಿಲಿ ಹುಟ್ಟುತ್ತೆ ಅಂತ ಏನು ಲೆಕ್ಕ ಇಲ್ಲ. ವಿಚ್ ಎವರ್ ಇಸ್ ರಿಕ್ವೈರ್ಡ್ ಫಾರ್ ದೇರ್ ಪರ್ಪಸ್ ಆಫ್ ಎವಲ್ಯೂಷನ್, ದೇ ವಿಲ್ ಟೇಕ್ ಬರ್ತ್ ಇನ್ ದಟ್ ಫ್ಯಾಮಿಲಿ. ಇಟ್ ಡಸಂಟ್ ಮ್ಯಾಟರ್ ವೆದರ್ ಇಸ್ ಫಿಶರ್ಮನ್ ಕಮ್ಯುನಿಟಿ ಆರ್ ಇಟ್ ಇಸ್ ಸಮ್ ಅದರ್ ಕಮ್ಯುನಿಟಿ, ಇಟ್ ಡಸಂಟ್ ಮ್ಯಾಟರ್. ಆ್ಯಂಡ್ ಫಿಶರ್ಮನ್ ಕಮ್ಯುನಿಟಿ ಏನಂದರೆ, ಫಿಶರ್ಮನ್ ಕಮ್ಯುನಿಟಿಯಲ್ಲಿ ಇನ್ ಫಿಶರ್ಮನ್ ಕಮ್ಯುನಿಟಿ ವ್ಯಾಸ ಮಹರ್ಷಿ ವಾಸ್ ಬಾರ್ನ್ ಇನ್ ಫಿಶರ್ಮನ್. Vyasa's mother was a from fisherman's family, Vyasa Maharshi. And Vyasa, we don't consider language, caste and all important for a jnana. Vyasa is considered as Adi Guru of Gurus. Parashara Rishi's child is called, Parashara Rishi's son, born out of Satyavati and Parashara, is called Vyasa. He was born in a fisherman's community, was Vyasa Maharshi. But still he was able to do all ವೇದ ಉಪನಿಷತ್ ಪುರಾಣವನ್ನು ವಿಂಗಡಣೆ ಮಾಡಲಿಕ್ಕೆ ಸಾಧ್ಯ ಆಯಿತು. ವ್ಯಾಸ ಮಹರ್ಷಿ ಡಿಡ್ ಆಲ್ ದಿ, he took all the Vedas, Upanishads and classified them and gave them as a gift to the humanity. ವ್ಯಾಸ ಮಹರ್ಷಿ ಮೀನುಗಾರ ಮಾಡಿ ಹುಟ್ಟಿದ್ದು. ಅಮೃತಾನಂದಮಯಿ is born in a fisherman's community. And the place where she is born is called Parashurama Kshetra, the Kerala. Parashurama created that space for people to live anta Suddhi. Now there is a being born in a fisherman community, there is some avatar uddesha. One is that in the today's society, most of the so-called higher caste people have lost their credibility in terms of dharma. You might have been born in a big family, Brahmin family and this family, that family, big names. But the contribution to the society has come down. ಜನರಿಗೆ ಆಧ್ಯಾತ್ಮಿಕ ಸಹಾಯ ಮಾಡೋದಕ್ಕೆ ಕಡಿಮೆ ಆಗಿಬಿಟ್ಟಿದ್ದಾರೆ. So many places the community which is in charge of dharma, they are no longer doing their duty of giving dharma in the society, working towards the society. The credibility is very low. Ignorance is high. Being born in a fisherman community and being spiritually evolved, it attracted her. She attracted a lot of people, large number of people. ತುಂಬ ಜನ ಅಟೆಂಡ್ ಮಾಡಿದ್ರು. ಸೇಮ್ ಇಸ್ ಟ್ರೂ ವಿತ್ another saint in Kerala called Narayana Guru. He was born in Iliga community, Iliga, where it's a ತೆಂಗಿನ ಇದು ಲಿಕ್ಕರ್ ಇದು ಮಾಡ್ತಾರೆ ಅವರು. They pluck they take liquor out of toddy out of the tree. So that was a lower caste community, and at that time what happened was there's so much of rift is there in higher caste community and lower caste community in Kerala. ಕೇರಳದಲ್ಲಿ ಅಪ್ಪರ್ ಕ್ಯಾಸ್ಟ್ ಮತ್ತು ಲೋವರ್ ಕ್ಯಾಸ್ಟ್ ಮತ್ತು ತುಂಬ ಇದಿತ್ತು. ಬ್ರಾಹ್ಮಣ್ಸ್, ಸೋ ಕಾಲ್ಡ್ ನಂಬೂದ್ರೀಸ್, ದೇ ನೆವರ್ ಅಲೌಡ್ ಎನಿ ಲೋವರ್ ಕ್ಯಾಸ್ಟ್ ಪೀಪಲ್ ಟು ಕಮ್ ಇನ್ ಟು ಟೆಂಪಲ್. ಕೆಳಗಿನ ಮಟ್ಟದವರಿಗೆ ಯಾರಿಗೂ ಒಳಗೆ ಟೆಂಪಲ್ ಒಳಗೆ ಬರಲಿಕ್ಕೆ ಬಿಡಲಿಲ್ಲ. ಸೊ ದಟ್ ಟೈಮ್ ನಾರಾಯಣ ಗುರು ಕೇಮ್ ಆ್ಯಂಡ್ ಹಿ ಟೋಲ್ಡ್ ಶಿವ ಡಸಂಟ್ ಬಿಲಾಂಗ್ ಟು ಎನಿ ಕ್ಯಾಸ್ಟ್ ಆರ್ ಕಮ್ಯುನಿಟಿ. ಶಿವನಿಗೆ ಯಾವುದು ಜಾತಿ ಇಲ್ಲ, ಮತ ಇಲ್ಲ. ಭಗವಂತನಿಗೆ ಯಾವುದು ಜಾತಿ ಇಲ್ಲ, ಮತ ಇಲ್ಲ. And then he created Shiva temples for the lower caste people to worship. When there was a lot of imbalance in the Indian society, rituals, ತುಂಬ ಸಿಕ್ಕಾಬಿಟ್ಟು ರಿಚುವಲ್ಸ್, ಆ ಯಜ್ಞ ಮಾಡು, ಈ ಹೋಮ ಮಾಡು, ಆ ಪಶುಗಳನ್ನು ಬಲಿ ಕೊಡು. ದಟ್ ವಾಸ್ ದ ಟೈಮ್ ಬುದ್ಧ ವಾಸ್ ಬಾರ್ನ್. ಬುದ್ಧ ಹುಟ್ಟಿದ್ದು ಆ ಸಮಯದಲ್ಲಿ. ಎಲ್ಲ ವೇದ ಮಂತ್ರಗಳೆಲ್ಲ ಉಪಯೋಗ ಮಾಡಿದ್ದು ಪಶು ಪಕ್ಷಿಗಳನ್ನು ಬಲಿ ಕೊಡಲಿಕ್ಕೆ, ರಿಚುವಲ್ಸ್. ಸೊ ದಟ್ ಟೈಮ್ ಬುದ್ಧ ವಾಸ್ ಬಾರ್ನ್. He changed the societal scenario at that time. ಸಮಾಜವನ್ನು ಬದಲಾಯಿಸಿ ಮಾಡಿದ್ರು. In this century, Amritanandamayi, when she is born, there is a lot of anger in lower castes, ಕೆಳಗಿನ generally, against the upper castes, because of imbalance in society. Because the so-called upper caste, many of them forgot to discharge their duties of dharma. ಧರ್ಮ ಅಂತ ಏನಂತ ಫಾಲೋ ಮಾಡ್ತಾ ಇಲ್ಲ. ವಾಟ್ ಹ್ಯಾಪನ್ಸ್ ಇಫ್ ಯು ಬಾರ್ನ್ ಎ ಹೈಯರ್ ಕ್ಯಾಸ್ಟ್, ಮೇಲ್ ಕುಟುಂಬದಲ್ಲಿ ಹುಟ್ಟಿದ್ರೆ ಏನಂತೆ? Are you doing your responsibility? There is no following of dharma in many places. People are not aware of Atma Dharma. What is self-realization? So it was most appropriate that to be born in a fisherman community and bring dharma. That was Amma's role. ಆ ರೋಲಿಂದ ಅಮ್ಮ ಹುಟ್ಟಿದ್ರು. It is said that when she is born, she never cried. ಅಳ್ಳಿಲ್ಲ ಅಂತ. She smiled. All children cry, whereas Amritanandamayi didn't cry. She smiled. The awareness will be there even childbirth. Birth of the child. ಈ ಅವತಾರ ಪುರುಷ, ಯೋಗಿ, ಸಿದ್ಧ ಪುರುಷ, ಅವರಿಗೆ ಹುಟ್ಟುವಾಗಲೂ ಅರಿವಿರಲ್ಲ, ಅವೇರ್ನೆಸ್ ಹೋಗಲ್ಲ. The awareness will be there throughout. It was said that Osho, when he was born, he didn't drink milk, mother's milk for 11 days. ತಾಯಿ ಹಾಲನ್ನು 11 ದಿವಸ ಓಶೋ ಕುಡಿದಿಲ್ಲ ಅಂತ. Somebody asked him, ತಾಯಿ ಹಾಲನ್ನ ಓಶೋ 11 ದಿವಸ ಕುಡಿದಿಲ್ಲ ಅಂತ. Somebody asked him why why he didn't drink mother's milk for 11 days. 11 ದಿವಸ ತಾಯಿ ಹಾಲನ್ನ ಯಾಕೆ ಕುಡಿದಿಲ್ಲ ಅಂತ. ಆಗ ಓಶೋ said, in last life he was doing fasting, 21 days fasting. 20 ದಿವಸ ಫಾಸ್ಟಿಂಗ್ ಮಾಡ್ತಿದ್ದ. And he died on 10th day. 10ನೇ ದಿವಸ ಸತ್ತ. 11 more days of fasting was there. So after born as a child, she didn't drink milk 11 days to complete the fasting anta. For a person who is evolved, the awareness doesn't get discontinued even during death or birth. ಹುಟ್ಟು ಸಾವುಗಳಲ್ಲಿ ಅವೇರ್ನೆಸ್ ಡಿಸ್ಕಂಟಿನ್ಯೂ ಆಗಲ್ಲ. ದಟ್ ದ ಡಿಫರೆನ್ಸ್ ಬಿಟ್ವೀನ್ evolved soul and ನಾನ್ evolved soul. ಆಧ್ಯಾತ್ಮಿಕ ಮುಂದುವರೆದ ಮತ್ತು ಆಧ್ಯಾತ್ಮಿಕ ಮುಂದುವರೆದ ವ್ಯಕ್ತಿಯಲ್ಲಿ ಏನಾಗುತ್ತೆ, ಆಧ್ಯಾತ್ಮಿಕ ಮುಂದುವರೆದ ವ್ಯಕ್ತಿಯಲ್ಲಿ ಅದು ಹುಟ್ಟಿದಾಗಿನಿಂದ ಅದು ಅವೇರ್ನೆಸ್ ಬಂದಿರ್ತದೆ. ಮಧ್ವಾಚಾರ್ಯ when he was 8-year-old, ಮಧ್ವಾಚಾರ್ಯ 8 ವರ್ಷದವರಾಗಿದ್ದಾಗ he wanted to take ಸನ್ಯಾಸ. ಎಂಟು ವರ್ಷದಾಗಿದೆ ಸನ್ಯಾಸ ತಗೊಳ್ಳುವಾಗ ಬಿಫೋರ್ he went to become ಸನ್ಯಾಸಿ, his father agreed for he asked his father for ಸನ್ಯಾಸ. ತಂದೆ ಸನ್ಯಾಸ ಕೇಳಿದರು, ಸನ್ಯಾಸದ ಅಪ್ಪಣೆ ಕೇಳಿದ ತಂದೆ ಹತ್ರ. his father agreed. Then Madhvacharya, when he went, while going, he did namaskara to every pillar in the house. ಮನೆಯ ಪ್ರತಿಯೊಂದು ಕಂಬಕ್ಕೂ ನಮಸ್ಕಾರ ಮಾಡಿದರು. ಮಧ್ವಾಚಾರ್ಯರು ಮನೆಯ ಪ್ರತಿಯೊಂದು ಕಂಬಕ್ಕೂ ನಮಸ್ಕಾರ ಮಾಡಿದರು. Then his father thought this child has attachment to house. Okay, then he said, why are you taking sannyasa? You are too young, 8 years. Then Madhvacharya said, I didn't do namaskara for the stone. I did namaskara because Vasudeva is in the stone. The Lord is in the stone. He was experiencing, even at the 8-year-old child, he was experiencing the divinity in everything. ಎಂಟು ವರ್ಷದ ಮಗು ಆಗಿದ್ರು ಕೂಡ ಕಲ್ಲಿನಲ್ಲಿ ಕೂಡ ಭಗವಂತನ ಅನುಭವ ಪಡ್ಕೊತಾ ಇದ್ರು. That's what an avatar is. Very evolved, even at a very young age, they're able to show highly advanced spiritual characteristics. Shankaracharya was 8-year-old when he was looking for sannyasa. He wanted to take sannyasa. His father had died earlier. ತಂದೆ ತೀರ್ಕೊಂಡಿದ್ರು. And his mother didn't want him to take sannyasa. ತಾಯಿ ಮಗು ಸನ್ಯಾಸ ತಗೊಳ್ಳೋದು ಬೇಡ ಅಂತ. One day when he was in the river, he was taking a bath in the river, a crocodile caught his foot. ಒಂದು ಮೊಸಳೆ ಅವನ ಕಾಲನ್ನು ಹಿಡ್ಕೊಂಡ್ಬಿಡ್ತು, ಅವ್ರ ಕಾಲನ್ನು ಹಿಡ್ಕೊಂಡ್ಬಿಡ್ತು. Then he asked his mother, if you give me permission to take sannyasa, the crocodile will leave me. ಆ ಮೊಸಳೆ ನನ್ನ ಬಿಡ್ತದೆ ಅಂತ. And when mother promised that you can take sannyasa, Shankara came back and he took sannyasa in Kaladi. So, a 8-year-old child ಒಂದು 8 ವರ್ಷದ ಮಗುವಿಗೆ ಅಷ್ಟು ಜ್ಞಾನ, ಅವೇರ್ನೆಸ್. 8 ವರ್ಷದ ಮಧ್ವಾಚಾರ್ಯಗೆ ಒಂದು ಅವೇರ್ನೆಸ್. ಸೊ ಏನಾಗುತ್ತೆ, when very evolved spiritual souls come to the earth, their awareness will not be lost, they will be always aware, ಅವರ ಅರಿವು ಇರ್ತದೆ. Then whatever sadhana they are doing is for the purpose of educating people, teaching people. ಆ ಸಾಧನೆ ಯಾಕೆ ಮಾಡ್ತಾರೆ ಅಂದರೆ ಜನರಿಗೆ ಹೇಳ್ಕೊಳ್ಳಿಕ್ಕೆ. This is how you have to do sadhana. That's what Amma did, Amritanandamayi did. She started singing bhajans of Krishna at the age of 3. 3ನೇ ವರ್ಷದಲ್ಲಿ ಕೃಷ್ಣನ ಭಜನೆ. So you have to look at that fisherman community. ಆ ಮೀನುಗಾರ ಮನೆ, 3 ವರ್ಷದ ಮಗು ಕೃಷ್ಣನ ಭಜನೆ ಹೇಳ್ತಾರೆ. ನಮ್ಮಲ್ಲಿ ಎಷ್ಟು ಜನ ಮಕ್ಕಳು 3 ವರ್ಷದಲ್ಲಿ ಭಜನೆ ಹೇಳ್ತಾರೆ? ಸಿನಿಮಾ ಹೇಳ್ಬೇಕು, ಕೊಲವೆರಿ ಕೊಲವೆರಿ. So 3-year-old children start singing movie songs nowadays. Whereas she started singing bhajans of Krishna at the age of 3. 3 ವರ್ಷದಲ್ಲಿ. And she went to school, and after coming from school, she had to sell fish and bring vegetable, and she had to do work for whole of family. ಇಡೀ ಮನೆಗೆ ಕೆಲಸ ಮಾಡಬೇಕು ಅವಳು. She had to do. Okay, a girl child has, in Indian society especially, has to do work at home, study. Sometimes they don't teach, send her to schools. They have to study. So ಮನೇಲಿ ಕೆಲಸ ಮಾಡಬೇಕು, ಸ್ಕೂಲಿಗೆ ಹೋಗಬೇಕು, ಪುನಃ ಒಂದು ಕೆಲಸ ಮಾಡಬೇಕು. She used to get up at very early in the morning, 4 o'clock or so, 4 ಗಂಟೆಗೆ, do all the homework. Then used to go to school. ಸ್ಕೂಲಿಗೆ ಹೋಗಾಗ, when she used to go to school, she used to think of Krishna every step when she keeps. ಒಂದೊಂದು ಹೆಜ್ಜೆ ಇಡುವಾಗಲೂ ಕೃಷ್ಣ, every step talk the name of Krishna, think of Krishna. While walking, she'll think of Krishna. That's a child of 4 or 5 years. She used to sing bhajans of Krishna. Krishna ಭಜನೆ ಹೇಳ್ತಾ ಇದ್ರು. Her family members didn't like it. ಮನೆಯವರಿಗೆ ಇಷ್ಟ ಆಗಲಿಲ್ಲ ಅದು. They thought this child is going somewhere. She used to do all the homework. She used to get up early in the morning, go to school, come and do meditation in the night. ಧ್ಯಾನ ಮಾಡ್ತಿದ್ರು. So for every evolved soul, you don't have to teach what meditation is. ಧ್ಯಾನ ಅಂತ ಹೇಳ್ಕೊಡ್ಬೇಕಾಗಿಲ್ಲ. She used to sing bhajans of Krishna. ಕೃಷ್ಣನ ಭಜನೆ ಹೇಳ್ತಿದ್ರು. One day his father got angry, father or relatives. He tied her to a tree and beat her. She kept singing Krishna Bhajana and meditated the night. Family members thought she has gone mad. ಹುಚ್ಚಿಡಿದೆ ಅಂತ ತಿಳ್ಕೊಂಡ್ಬಿಟ್ರು ಅವರಿಗೆ, ಮನೆಯವರಿಗೆ. Always think of bhajans, songs, which is not very common in that community. That's not common in even our community. Bigger ಎಲ್ಲಿದೆ ಭಜನೆ ಹೇಳಿದ್ರೆ ಹುಚ್ಚು ಅಂತ ಹೇಳ್ಬೋದು ಅಷ್ಟೇ. It is not common in that community. They didn't like it. They threw her out of the house. ಮನೆಯಿಂದ ಬಿಸಾಡ್ಬಿಟ್ರು, ಹೊರಗೆ ಹಾಕ್ಬಿಟ್ರು. ಯಂಗ್ ಗರ್ಲ್, 8 or 9 years, 8-9 ವರ್ಷದ ಹುಡುಗಿ ಮನೆಯಿಂದ ಹೊರಗೆ ಬಿದ್ದುಬಿಟ್ರು. ಮನೆ ಹೆಸರೆಲ್ಲ ಹಾಳು ಮಾಡ್ತಾಳೆ ಅಂತ. They thought she is spoiling the name of the family by singing like mad on Krishna, God. She used to sing bhajans in the seashore. Seashore became her house. ಸಮುದ್ರ ತೀರ ಅವ್ರ ಮನೆ ಆಗ್ಬಿಡ್ತು. She used to sleep in the seashore. ಸಮುದ್ರ ತೀರದಲ್ಲಿ ಮಲಗ್ತಿದ್ಲು. Then a dog used to come and sleep. Dog used to come and she used to sleep. That became her pillow. ನಾಯಿ pillow ಆಯ್ತು. There is a cow in the village which used to come and give milk to her. ಒಂದು ದನ ಬಂದು ಅವ್ರಿಗೆ ಹಾಲು ಕೊಡ್ತಾ ಇತ್ತು. There was one bird, one eagle, used to pick up fish and drop her in mouth. ಬಾಯಿ ತಂದು ಒಂದು ಮೀನು ತಂದು ಹಾಕ್ತಿತ್ತು, ಒಂದು ಫಿಶ್, ಈಗಲ್. ಒಂದು ಹದ್ದು ಬಂದು ಮೀನನ್ನು ಬಾಯಿ ತಂದು ಹಾಕ್ತಿತ್ತು. ಯೋಗಕ್ಷೇಮಂ ವಹಾಮ್ಯಂ. If you are totally dependent on God, God will take care of everything for you. The animals, the plant, the ocean, ಸಮುದ್ರ, ಮೀನು, ಪ್ರಾಣಿಗಳು, they are all more in tune with nature. Our prakriti nature is tune ಆಗಿದ್ದಾರೆ. They understand the inner nature of the person who is doing spiritual sadhana. So they come and support. Whereas human beings can't. Because human beings are jealous. Their mind is full of ego. Ahankar ತುಂಬಿ ಹೋಗಿದೆ. They can't understand what spiritual sadhana is about. That's why near yogis you see sarpa, the serpent. ಯೋಗಿಗಳ ಹತ್ರ ಸರ್ಪೆಂಟ್ಸ್ ಹಾವು ಇರ್ತದೆ ಅಂತ. Because the serpent, the animals, they sense the peace of people who are meditating. ಯೋಗಿಗಳ ಹತ್ರ ಧ್ಯಾನ ಮಾಡ್ತಿರೋವಾಗ ಆ ಶಾಂತಿಯನ್ನು ಅನುಭವಿಸ್ತಾರೆ. ಸರ್ಪ ಬಂದು ಕೂತ್ಕೊಂಡ್ಬಿಡ್ತದೆ. ನಮ್ಮ ಸತ್ಯಣ್ಣ ಧ್ಯಾನ ಮಾಡ್ತಿರುವಾಗ for 10 days one serpent was there in his kuti. It used to come and sit near him. The animals will understand the peace. It's very difficult for human beings to understand peace. ಮನುಷ್ಯರಿಗೆ ಶಾಂತಿ ಅಂತ ಗೊತ್ತಾಗೋದು ಅರ್ಥ ಕಷ್ಟ ಆಗುತ್ತೆ, ಯಾಕಂದ್ರೆ ಮೈಂಡ್ ಇಸ್ ಸೋ ಡಿಸ್ಟರ್ಬ್. ಆ ಪ್ರಾಣಿಗಳಿಗೆ ಗೊತ್ತಾಗುತ್ತೆ ಆಧ್ಯಾತ್ಮಿಕ ಶಾಂತಿ ಅಂದರೆ ಏನು ಅಂತ. ಸೊ ಬರ್ತವೆ. ಸೊ ಅಮ್ಮನಿಗೆ ನಾಯಿ ತಲೆದಿಂಬಾಯಿತು. ಎ ಡಾಗ್ ಬಿಕೇಮ್ ಎ ಪಿಲ್ಲೋ. ಎ ಕೌ ಸ್ಟಾರ್ಟೆಡ್ ಗಿವಿಂಗ್ ಮಿಲ್ಕ್. ದನ ಹಾಲು ಕೊಡ್ತಾ ಇತ್ತು. ಈಗಲ್ ಸ್ಟಾರ್ಟೆಡ್ ಗಿವಿಂಗ್ ಫುಡ್. ಸೊ ದ್ಯಾಟ್ ಬಿಕಮ್ಸ್ ಹರ್ ರಿಲೇಟಿವ್ಸ್, ಮನೆಯವರಾಗ್ಬಿಟ್ರು. She used to sing and dance, remembering Krishna. People thought she has gone mad, a 9 or 10-year-old girl singing and dancing in the name of Krishna. 8-9 ವರ್ಷ ಹುಡುಗಿ ಕೃಷ್ಣನ ಹೆಸರು ಡ್ಯಾನ್ಸ್ ಮಾಡುವಾಗ people thought she has gone mad. She had a realization of Krishna. Before that, actually, ಅವತ್ತಿಗೆ ಮುಂಚೆ her parents thought if they can marry her, ಮದುವೆ ಮಾಡಿದರೆ she'll be all right. So she brought one bridegroom came. ಒಬ್ಬನು ಅವ್ರ ಮದುವೆ ಮಾಡ್ಕೊಳ್ಳಿಕ್ಕೆ ಒಬ್ಬನ ಬಂದ. That's a place where it's a island, ಸಮುದ್ರ ತೀರ. Somebody came in the boat. She got angry and she took a stick to beat him. ಅವನು ದೊಣ್ಣೆ ಹಿಡ್ಕೊಂಡು ಓಡಿಸ್ಬಿಟ್ಲು ಅವಳನ್ನ. And then she thought she would commit suicide. She went deep into the sea. At that time, she had a realization of Krishna. ಕೃಷ್ಣನ ಸಾಕ್ಷಾತ್ಕಾರ ಆಯಿತು. That's a bhakti yoga. So once she had a realization of Krishna, people can see the peace. ಜನರಿಗೆ ಅವರ ಶಾಂತಿ ಗೊತ್ತಾಗ್ತದೆ. People started to come into place where she sits. ಅಲ್ಲಿ ಕೂತ್ಕೊಳ್ಳೋ ಕಡೆಗೆ ಬರ್ತಾ ಇದ್ರು ಜನ, taking their problems. This girl, 12-year-old girl, used to give answers to their problems very clearly. Because once you have a realization of God, the mind becomes clear. ಮನಸ್ಸು ಶುದ್ಧ ಆಗಿಬಿಡ್ತದೆ, ಜ್ಞಾನ ಮೂಡಿ ಬರ್ತದೆ, ಉತ್ತರಗಳು ತಕ್ಷಣ ಬರ್ತವೆ. ಆನ್ಸರ್ಸ್ ವಿಲ್ ಕಮ್ ಬೈ ಇಟ್ಸ್ ಓನ್. One day there was a rain. ಮಳೆ ಬರ್ತಾ ಇತ್ತು. ಮಳೆ ಬಂದಾಗ the place where she was sitting, one circle, there was no rain. Everywhere it was raining. Kerala rains are very heavy, no? ಮಳೆ ಜೋರು ಬರ್ತದೆ. ಅವ್ರು ಕೂತ್ಕೊಂಡಾಗ ಮಳೆ ಬರಲ್ಲ. As the person becomes evolved, the prakriti, nature also follows. Nature obeys. Nature follows a evolved person. ತುಂಬ ಜನ ಬರ್ಲಿಕ್ಕೆ ಮಾಡಿದ್ರು ಮನೆಗೆ. ಅವತ್ತು ಧ್ಯಾನ ಭಜನೆ ನಡೀತಾ ಇರ್ತದೆ. ಆ್ಯಂಡ್ ತುಂಬ ಜನರಿಗೆ ಅವತ್ತು ಸಮಾಧಾನ ಸಿಗ್ತಿತ್ತು. ಮೆನಿ ಪೀಪಲ್ ಯೂಸ್ ಟು ಗೆಟ್ ಪೀಸ್ ಫ್ರಮ್ ಹರ್. ಒನ್ ಡೇ ದೇರ್ ವಾಸ್ ಎ ಭಾಗವತಂ ನಡೀತಾ ಇತ್ತು in temple. She went there and somebody was chanting Bhagavatam and she went into a Krishna bhava. Krishna bhavadalli ನಿಂತ್ಕೊಂಡ್ಬಿಟ್ರು. Then seeing that Pujari, Archaka, he came and did aarti for her. Archaka ಬಂದು ಅವರಿಗೆ ಆರತಿ ಮಾಡಿದರು. ಕೃಷ್ಣ ಭಾವದಲ್ಲಿ ನಿಂತವರಿಗೆ. ದೆನ್ ಪೀಪಲ್ ದೇರ್ ಪ್ರೊಟೆಸ್ಟೆಡ್. ಜನ ಗಲಾಟೆ ಮಾಡಿದರು. ಹೌ ಕ್ಯಾನ್ ಯು ಡೂ ಆರತಿ to a girl, ಹುಡುಗಿ. Then Archana said, I see her Krishna in her. ನನ್ನ ಕೃಷ್ಣ ಕಣ್ಣ ಕಾಣ್ತಾರೆ ಅವಳು ಅಂತ ಹೇಳು. Then people said, if she is Krishna, let her do some miracle, some pavana ಮಾಡಲಿ ಅಂತ. Then Archaka was giving ತೀರ್ಥ ಕೊಡ್ತಾ ಇದ್ರು. ಅಮ್ಮ touched her ತೀರ್ಥ, ಆ ತೀರ್ಥ ಮುಟ್ಟಿದ್ರು. And that became Panchamrita. So that was distributed to people. More and more people started coming to her place. One day, her brother got angry with her. And she is spoiling the name of the family. A girl talking to so many people, hugging people. He came with one of his friends, who is supposed to be a rowdy. That person had brought a big knife. In the Kerala they have that machu, the knife. ಸಾಯಿಸ್ಬಿಡ್ತೇನೆ, ಸ್ಟಾಪ್ ಡೂಯಿಂಗ್ ಆಲ್ ದಿಸ್ ನಾನ್ ಸೆನ್ಸ್ ಅಂತ. Amma said, if I have to be killed from your hand, let it so be it. ನೀನು ಸಾಯಿಸ್ಬೇಕಂದ್ರೆ ಸಾಯಿಸ್ಬಿಡಪ್ಪ, ಭಗವಂತ ನನ್ನ ಸಾವು ನಿನ್ನ ಕೈಯಲ್ಲಿ ಬರ್ತಿದ್ರೆ ಸಾಯಿಸ್ಬಿಡು, ಡಸಂಟ್ ಮ್ಯಾಟರ್ ಅಂತ ನಿಂತುಬಿಟ್ಲು. ಜಸ್ಟ್ ಸ್ಟುಡ್ ಲೈಕ್ ದಟ್. And that person, he charged her, ಅವ್ರ ಕಡೆ ಬಂದ. Suddenly he felt the pain in his heart. He started vomiting blood. ರಕ್ತವಾಂತಿ ಮಾಡಿಸ್ಕೊಂಡ್ರೆ. Then he was admitted to hospital. In hospital, he survived for 3 days. 3 ದಿವಸ ಬದುಕಿದ್ದ. And those 3 days, Amma went to the hospital and fed him. ಹಾಸ್ಪಿಟಲ್ 3 ದಿವಸ ಹೋಗಿ ಅಮ್ಮ ಅವನಿಗೆ ಆಹಾರ ಕೊಟ್ಟು ಅವನಿಗೆ ಊಟ ಮಾಡಿಸಿದ್ರು. After some time, Amma started singing bhajans of Shakti, Adipara Shakti. And she had darshan of the mother, universal mother. The universal mother and came and merged with her. She became one with her. So then Amma started, the people used to come, ಮನೆಗೆ ಬರ್ತಾ ಇದ್ರು ಅವರು, ಬಂದು ಅಮ್ಮನಿಗೆ they used to put the dress of Sri Krishna. They used to dress her as Krishna and do puja for her. That's how Krishna Bhava Darshana began. Then after some time, they started worshipping her Devi. Put the dress of Devi and do puja for her. Devi Bhava Darshana. So this all happened in a village, Halli, fisherman community. And in the meanwhile, this Kerala Sahitya Parishad or Kerala Vijnana Parishad, there is a rationalist association in Kerala. They don't like all these things. They came and started protesting in front of the house. They started throwing stones, kallu bisartidru, garate ಮಾಡ್ತಿದ್ರು. But as the people, more and more people started coming, more and more people started got influenced by Amma. Their life changed. ತುಂಬ ಜನ ಜೀವನ ಬದಲಾವಣೆ ಆಗ್ಬಿಡ್ತು. Some of the people who were doing sadhana somewhere, sadhaks, they came, and when they came to Amma, Ammana ಹತ್ರ ಬಂದಾಗ Amma started singing bhajans of Krishna, Amma's original bhajans. The moment she starts singing Krishna's bhajans, you have to listen. Heart will melt. People will start crying. Alli ಶುರು ಮಾಡ್ತಾರೆ ಜನ. That amount of devotion will be there in the bhajans. When we sing bhajans, is there devotion? When we sing bhajans, is God able to dance? ನಾವು ಭಜನೆ ಹೇಳುವಾಗ ರಾಗ ಇದೆ, ಭಾವ ಇದೆಯಾ? ಇಸ್ ದರ್ ಭಾವ? ಭಜನೆ ಹೇಳ್ತೇವೆ, ವಿ ಟೆಲ್ ಭಜನ್ಸ್. ಮೋರ್ ಇಂಪಾರ್ಟೆನ್ಸ್ ಇಸ್ ಫಾರ್ ರಾಗ. ಬಟ್ ವೇರ್ ಇಸ್ ದ ರಿಯಲ್ ಕ್ರೈಯಿಂಗ್ ಫಾರ್ ದ ಗಾಡ್? ಭಗವಂತನಿಗೋಸ್ಕರ ಭಜನೆಯಲ್ಲಿದೆ. ಇಫ್ ಯು ಟೆಲ್ ವಿತ್ ಡೀಪ್ ಭಾವ, ರಿಯಲ್ ನಿಜವಾದ ಭಾವ ಹೇಳಿದ್ರೆ ಭಗವಂತ ಒಂದು ಕುಣಿಲಿಸು ಮಾಡ್ತಾನೆ. ಗಾಡ್ ವಿಲ್ ಕಮ್ ಅಂಡ್ ಡ್ಯಾನ್ಸ್. ಡು ಯು ಡೂ ದ್ಯಾಟ್? The bhajan, singing, the prayer has the ability to make the God dance to your tunes. ಆ ಭಾವ ಎಲ್ಲಿದೆಯಪ್ಪ? Where is that ಭಾವ? When she used to sing bhajans, the people used to cry. ಅಳು ಬಂದ್ಬಿಡ್ತಿತ್ತು, ಅಷ್ಟು ಭಜನ್, ಅಂತ ಭಜನ್ಗಳು. Such a deep devotion, the inner urge. Please understand, the God doesn't come to you because of your intellects, buddhindalla. God will come to you because of your bhava, the inner feeling. When you call God with bhava, God will come, Lord will dance. But what a bhava you have, all for chota mota things, this I want, that I want, business. Have you called for God really? ಭಗವಂತನಿಗೆ ಕರೆದಿದ್ದೀರಾ? ಭಗವಂತನಿಗೋಸ್ಕರ ಒಂದೇ ಸಲ ಕಣ್ಣೀರು ಹಾಕಿದ್ದೀರಾ? The amount of cry which you do for your child, ಮಗುವಿಗಷ್ಟು the relative, like you, what you cry for your relatives, ನಿಮ್ಮ relatives ಆಡುವಷ್ಟು have you cried for God?
No.
Even if you cry one drop, He will come. We cry for money, ದುಡ್ಡಿಗೋಸ್ಕರ ಆಳ್ತೇವೆ. We cry for relatives ಗೋಸ್ಕರ ಆಳ್ತೇವೆ. We cry for ourselves, ನಮಗೋಸ್ಕರ ಆಳ್ತೇವೆ. But have you cried for God? With such a devotion that God comes running. Most of the people, so-called intellectuals and very intellectual analysis, the devotion is something very far for them. What is this devotion all about? The devotion makes world go round. The devotion makes Lord dance. ಭಗವಂತ ಆಟ ಆಡ್ತಾನೆ, ಕುಣಿತಾನೆ. ಹರಿ ಕುಣಿದ, ನಮ್ಮ ಹರಿ ಕುಣಿದ. Bhagavan dances with, when you are singing with devotion. There's so much of bliss in bhakti. Bhakti ಅಲ್ಲಿ ಅಷ್ಟೊಂದು ಆನಂದ ಇದೆ. Have you experienced it? All you are living dry life. Dry intellectual life. So God is a subject of analysis for you, dissection for you. Analysis and dissection you can do for dead animals. God is living. God is dancing. ಭಗವಂತ ಡ್ಯಾನ್ಸ್ ಮಾಡ್ತಾನೆ. He listens. ಕೇಳ್ತಾನೆ. He talks. Is that God real to you? For most of the people, Vedantins, God is Maya, illusion. Everything is illusion. Is God illusion? Has your heart cried for God? ನಿಜವಾಗ್ಲೂ ನಿಮ್ಗೆ ಕಣ್ಣೀರು ಬಂದಿದೆಯಾ ಭಗವಂತನಿಗೋಸ್ಕರ? ಒಂದು ದಿವಸ ನಿಜವಾಗ್ಲೂ ಕಣ್ಣೀರು ಹಾಕಿದ್ದೀರಾ? ಮುಕ್ತಿ ಬೇಕಂತ ಹೇಳ್ತೀರಾ? ಯು ಆಸ್ಕ್ ಫಾರ್ ಮುಕ್ತಿ. ವಾಟ್ ಈಸ್ ದಟ್ ಮುಕ್ತಿ? Where is the devotion? Where is that love? Where is it crying for God? And many people became her disciples, and they started putting ಮನೆ ಹತ್ರ ಇದನ್ನ ಮಾಡಿಬಿಟ್ಟು ಸಮುದ್ರ ತೀರದಲ್ಲಿ ಒಂದು ಗುಡಿಸಲು ಕಟ್ಟಲಿಕ್ಕೆ ಶುರು ಮಾಡಿದ್ರು. ದೇ ಸ್ಟಾರ್ಟೆಡ್ ಬಿಲ್ಡಿಂಗ್ ಹಟ್ಸ್. People started coming from many places, and these people there is nothing, food is not there, ahara illa. But what has to happen is that as the number of people increased, every day what is food is required used to come. ಆಹಾರ ಹುಡ್ಕೊಂಡ್ ಬರ್ತದೆ ಅದನ್ನ. ಯೋಗಕ್ಷೇಮಂ ವಹಾಮ್ಯಹಂ. ಫಾರ್ ಯು ಪೀಪಲ್ ಆಲ್ ದೋಸ್ ಆರ್ ಜಸ್ಟ್ ಮಿಯರ್ ವರ್ಡ್ಸ್, ಶಬ್ದ ಮಾತ್ರ. ಏನ್ರಿ ಭಗವಂತನ ಬಗ್ಗೆ ಯೋಚನೆ ಮಾಡ್ತೀರಾ? ಸುಮ್ಮನೆ ಹೇಳ್ಕೊಂಡು ತಿರುಗಾಡ್ತೀರಾ? They are not words, my dear. Devotion is not an emotion. ಭಕ್ತಿ ಅನ್ನೋದು ಎಮೋಷನ್ ಅಲ್ಲಪ್ಪ. When your heart cries, Lord comes running. ಭಗವಂತ ಓಡಿ ಬರ್ತಾನೆ. So most of the people, puja is a ritual. ಒಂದು ಪೂಜೆ ಒಂದು ಕಾಟಾಚಾರ, ritual. Bhakti is for namesake. Service is for show off. Have you really cried for God? ಭಗವಂತನಿಗೆ ಸಾತಿದ್ದೀರಾ? You cried for yourself. You cried for some small things. ಅದು ಸಿಕ್ಕಿಲ್ಲ ಇದು ಸಿಕ್ಕಿಲ್ಲ ಅಂತಿದ್ದೀರಾ, ಬಟ್ ಹ್ಯಾವ್ ಯು ಕ್ರೈಡ್ ಫಾರ್ ಭಗವಾನ್, ದ ಲಾರ್ಡ್? ದಿ ಮೂಮೆಂಟ್ ಯು ಕ್ರೈ ಫಾರ್ ಭಗವಾನ್, ದಿ ಹಾರ್ಟ್ ವಿಲ್ ಮೆಲ್ಟ್, ದಿ ಹಾರ್ಟ್ ವಿಲ್ ಪ್ಯೂರಿಫೈ. ಹೃದಯ ಶುದ್ಧಿ ಆಗ್ತದೆ. ಆಗಿದೆಯಲ್ಲಪ್ಪ ಅದು. So people started coming near the ashram place, and lot of donation and all those things came. ಆಹಾರ ಎಲ್ಲ ಬರ್ತಾ ಇತ್ತು. ಹಾಗೆ ಜನ ಯಾರ್ಯಾರು ಬರ್ತಾರೋ ಅವರಿಗೆಲ್ಲ ಆಹಾರ ಬರ್ತಾ ಇತ್ತು. And ashram started coming around. Many people came there. ತುಂಬ ಜನ ಬಂದರು. It place became everybody who comes there used to have food, sleep there. ಅಲ್ಲೇ ಮಲಗ್ತಾ ಇದ್ರು. And that's the way ashram grew around that. And after that it became big, many places. So what you learn from Amritanandamayi life is how to have devotion for Bhagavan. ಭಗವಂತನಿಗೋಸ್ಕರ ಪ್ರೇಮ ಹೇಗಿರಬೇಕು. And what is true love? ನಿಜವಾದ ಪ್ರೇಮ ಅಂದ್ರೆ ಏನು? ಒಬ್ಬ ಜ್ಞಾನಿ, he has completely no attachment, is completely detached. He is pure love, but still there's no attachment. In every action she has, there is no attachment at all. She is a 4th standard girl, 4ನೇ class ಹುಡುಗಿ. She runs the universities, doctorates, vice chancellors all come and do namaskara to her. Why? That is the power of bhakti. Yatra yogeshwara Krishna, tatra partho dhanurdara, tatra Sri Vijayar Bhuti Dhruva Nitirmatir Mama. Where there's Krishna and disciple like Arjuna, there's Shakti, Bhakti, Vijaya. So it's there with you, Nimat Vidya. Mokam karoti vachalam, pangum langayate girim. ಮೂಕ ಇದ್ದವನಿಗೆ ಬಾಯಿ ಬರ್ತದೆ, ಕಾಲು ಇದ್ದವನಿಗೆ ಗುಡ್ಡ ಹತ್ಲಿಕ್ಕೆ ಆಗುತ್ತೆ. ಯತ್ಕೃಪಾ ತಮಹಂ ಒಂದೇ ಪರಮಾನಂದ ಮಾಧವಂ. ಭಗವಂತನ ಕೃಪೆ ಬಂದಾಗ ಇವೆಲ್ಲ ಸಾಧ್ಯ ಆಗುತ್ತಪ್ಪ. ಭಗವಂತನ ಕೃಪೆ ಬಂದಿದೆಯಾ? ಭಗವಂತನಿಗೋಸ್ಕರ ಹತ್ತಿದ್ದೀರಾ? ಒಂದು ದಿವಸ ನಿಜವಾಗ್ಲೂ ಕಣ್ಣೀರು ಹಾಕಿ ಹತ್ತಿದ್ದೀರಾ? ಹ್ಯಾವ್ ಯು ಕ್ರೈಡ್ ಫಾರ್ ಭಗವಾನ್? ಯು ಹ್ಯಾವ್ ಕ್ರೈಡ್ ಔಟ್ ಆಫ್ ಫಿಯರ್. ಹೆದರಿಕೆಯಿಂದ ಹತ್ತಿದ್ದೀರಾ? You have cried out of emotion. Emotion is you have cried for your relatives. Have you really cried for Bhagwan? ಭಗವಂತನಿಗೋಸ್ಕರ ಕರ್ತಿದ್ದೀರಾ? Then the miracles will happen. Infinite miracles will happen. So everybody around her experienced miracles. One day, one lady who had come, who had a throat cancer, ಕುತ್ತಿಗೆ cancer ಇತ್ತು. Her son is in America, California ಮಗ. So throat cancer ಗೆ ಅಮ್ಮ ಹತ್ರ ಬಂದ್ರು and she had sent that biopsy report to her son. ಮಗನಿಗೆ biopsy report ಕಳಿಸಿದ್ರು. Son is head of a hospital in California. California big famous surgeon ಅವನು. It's a grown of cancer and he said to his mother, ಕೂಡಲೇ ಬಂದ್ಬಿಡಿಯಪ್ಪ ಅಂತ. I'll do surgery in California ಮಾಡಿಸೋಣ ಅಂತ. Then after 2 weeks, mother sent a report again, no cancer. Cancer is gone completely. Cancer ಪೂರ್ತಿ ಹೋಗ್ಬಿಟ್ಟಿದೆ. The son wondered what's happened. ಏನಾಯ್ತು ಅಂತ. Mother said, I have gone to Amma and she cured my cancer. Cancer ಗುಣ ಆಗ್ಬಿಡ್ತು ಅಂತ. Then the son came on that was on Friday ticket ತಗೊಂಡು ಇಂಡಿಯಾಗೆ ಬಂದ್ಬಿಟ್ಟ ಅವನು. Saturday Sunday ಇದ್ದು Monday ಹೋಗೋಣ ಅಂತ. He came to Amma ಹತ್ರ ಬಂದರು. He asked her, is there something I can do for you ಅಂತ. ನಾನು ಏನಾದ್ರು ಮಾಡ್ಬೋದಾ ಅಂತ. Yes, you can build a hospital ಅಂತ ಹೇಳಿದ್ರು. ಎಲ್ಲಿ ಅಂತ ಕೇಳಿದ್ರು. Go there and build ಅಂತ ಹೇಳಿದ್ರು. ಅಲ್ಲಿ ಒಂದು ಜಾಗ ತೋರಿಸಿದ್ರು. She showed a place. If you go there is nothing. It's all wasteland. ಅಲ್ಲಿ ಹೇಗೆ ಕಟ್ಟೋದು ಅಂತ. Then she said, just go there and stand. ಅಲ್ಲಿ ನಿಲ್ಲು. And he stood there. The volunteers came and put mud there, create the ground flat, and a multi-storied, most modern hospital in India came up. All equipments required. You construct a room, X-ray equipment will come. Okay. MRI scan room you construct, MRI scan equipment will come. Crores and crores worth of equipments, just like comes. That is the power of grace. ಭಗವಂತನ ಕೃಪೆ. Audio video is gone.
It's on.
No, she says it's not there. Just save and log in again.